Welcome back to this another live session. NFP coming up in few minutes. Traders, ready for the rock. The NFP is coming up in just matter of 6 minutes. News coming up NFP. We will be looking for entry in this session here. So you can see that coming up NFP, average hourly earnings, non-farm employment change, as well as unemployment rate. It just matter of 5 minutes. Let's do a quick analysis. We are as you can see on gold currently, after this drop here, the market has broken that support now on a pullback and expecting this market to potentially drop back below here. And we have seen early, you guys have seen that we had a trade and successfully we have closed the trade in profit, and currently the market is moving accordingly. So what we can see here in this market, this is intraday support where the market has crossed that low, grabbed the liquidity, and we can see the market has got rejected back to the upside here. Now what we can see in this market, that the price has dropped to that support level and bounced back to the upside from that level. At the moment, what we can expect this market for the price to potentially reverse again. As NFP coming up, we are expecting a spike here. If you guys expecting a spike, let me know here in the live chat. Ready for another trading day. Good day, welcome. It's nice trade. Thank you very much. Welcome. Are you guys ready? Say yes in the live chat. And what's your thought on the NFP? I'm good putting a posting a poll here. What's your thought on NFP? I'm posting a poll. I think it didn't. Let me restart again. Before you go to that, I'm posting a poll. What's your thought on NFP? Do you think there's spike up or spike down? Here we're looking at NFP. Let's look at in this market. Welcome. So I posted a poll here. If you guys share your thought on this, let's wait to see. And as coming up NFP, expecting the market to potentially move in one direction. This is the daily support here that we can see in this daily support. If you look at in that area where there is a liquidity, and in this liquidity zone, what we can expect that the market potentially to move in one direction. Here is what we can see the market. If you closely look at it, you can see this is support level, and from that support expecting the market to move in one direction. So if you look at here is what we can see the market potentially to with the NFP. If the market is spiking to the upside, we might see an entry here in that area. So looking at the lower time frame here, on intraday perspective on gold, this is the daily price action, where from this daily support level after yesterday's candle close, today the market once open after this retest, the price has got rejection back to the upside here in this market. Currently the price is approaching that resistance line from this level. What we can expect here for the price to potentially have a reversal from this zone. So what I think that the price may possibly have a significant movement here in this area. So let's wait to see where the price is heading. We have only 1 minute to go, and with the NFP release, if we see the spike, the market has done enough spike, we might see that either it's getting the reversal for a drop again from this monthly high, if you look at the weekly as well, or the market to continue to trend back again to the upside here. We'll be looking at to see where, so that's a spike up that you can see in this market. So you can see the market, there has been non-farm employment change is very unusually low, 22k out of 75k on forecast. So you can see there is a significant drop in non-farm employment change. That's a big drop. And how does the DXY has impacted? Because of that, the monthly, we can see that from the monthly, prices got the rejection from the weekly as we expected on dollar. If you look at the DXY, you can see the market from this high getting that rejection back below here. From the if you look at the daily and the 4-hour perspective here, we can see the market after this series of lower high in this area, the market has completely broken back below here in this market. This is a key level of support, and with this key level of support that you can see the market, if you look at the past year on DXY, this support here, support here, support here, support here, quite a few areas that you can see important support level on DXY. And from that support, the market, if you look at here, you can see it dropped to that level, and from that support we might see either breaking above or coming back below to continue to trend. As if you look at closely, you can see that it's a bear market, and as it is a bear market, we see that there is a break of support. We could see the market continue to trend here and continue to trend back below, and we might see the prices coming even below this support level here in this market. So that being said, on DXY, we can see that it's in a downtrend here. Now looking at here on gold, we can see the mirror effect. The market is in a bullish trend on gold, and now it's just pushing back here to the upside in this market. So that's where we can see the market is in a bullish move. So let's look at the overall picture in this market to see how the price is potentially be heading here. Looking at monthly here, I'm going to do a full analysis on gold, as gold is in all-time high, and we could see that potentially this market to continue to rise here to create a new higher high. So here is what you can see. The market has crossed this resistance line, which is a key level of resistance. This is an important monthly middleman where gold has crossed that high, and then if you look at here, you can see back to back 4 months the market was in one direction. From that zone, the price is pushing back to the upside. This is now in all-time high. Now the question is the market is continue to rise, or we could see again reversal back here in this market. So if we look at the weekly chart here in this market, we can see that from the weekly perspective, this is the weekly price action where there is a weekly bounce from this level, and with this weekly bounce here, the price is maintaining that bullish market structure here. If we look at the daily, where you see there is a daily pin bar in this area, and what we can see from here, it's a complete uptrend with a crossover of 10 and 20 EMA on the 4-hour perspective. The price has crossed that one completely to the upside here. And if we look at the 4-hour here, that you can see the market in this area where if you look at here, you can see there was a breakup structure here in this area, and with this breakup structure, this is an important support level on gold. The price on the intraday perspective has broken below that level, where the market is maintaining an upside pullback, another more pullback. So it's a series of higher high and higher low, which is showing that the market is maintaining an uptrending market structure. And with that uptrending market structure, as the market is maintaining that bullish market structure, any pullback below is where we can look for entry opportunity in this market. As you guys have seen that in our previous session, we had a successful trade. The market is still moving in the direction where we have opened that position in our previous session. Now with that movement, what we can see here in this market from this support level, this is a complete a breakout here, and as this is a complete breakout with a one single move back to the upside here, with this movement, expecting this market to pull back to this support and then to revert back again to the upside in this market. So I'm looking at, guys, on the lower time frame, as it has sharp breakout. If you look at now, for us to go for an entry, because the market has broken out of the structure again to the major direction of the trend, pull back to this level is where we can look for a possible entry in this market. So here is what you can see. This is a key level of resistance here, which is a very important level of resistance here, in this area where the resistance turns support. We can look for a possible entry in this market. So that being said, we're waiting for the price to potentially drop to that level where there is a previous resistance here, turning support here. And with that movement, what we can expect here in this market, for the price to drop to the previous resistance, turn support, and we can look for an entry from that area to the upside here. We'll be looking for entry as soon as we can see the market is showing up possible entry opportunity in this market. Welcome. Yes, we are trading news. This is why we are here, but we will not be opening as soon as the news been released, because there is a spread widening. Now we will be waiting for an entry here, right? We do these weeks, guys. You have seen that in our live session we had 6 trades. 6 win. How does this sounds like? 6 trades, 6 wins, right? That's all we need. Not many. 5 days so far, 6 trades, 6 win. This is what it is. Less is more in trading. That's how trading is, guys. You don't need bunch of trade. You don't need a lot of information. You need the right trade in the right time, in the right place. Okay? And this is what you will be learning, guys, here. 6 trades, 6 wins. That's what we're looking at. And now, as we are looking at in this market, we have seen that there is a breakout with the NFP. And with this breakout, as the market is pushing back to the upside with this momentum, expecting the market to possibly pull back to this support level and then to enter based on that. That's what we're looking at in this market to see how the price is potentially doing here in this market. My pleasure, guys. It's not my accuracy, guys, it's your accuracy. Everyone in this channel, in this academy, can attain the same accuracy. We all trading together, guys. So let's take to you, and because the same strategy, we all are trading together. So it's your accuracy. Believe that trading is possible. It's not hard. The only thing that you need probably just repetition few times, a little bit of time and dedication. And that's what our goal here in the academy, that every traders in this planet Earth can attain the same kind of accuracy, same kind of skill, because trading is not anything else but the skill set that you need to develop to attain that kind of accuracy. And that's on the other side is freedom. You don't need a lot of time. The only thing that you need is mindset and then intention. Okay, intention to become a better trader. Intention creates the results, right? So you have to have that right intention to develop, to grow and evolve in that way as a trader. Okay, so in the previous trade, the trade is in fact moving as we have said the TP. Now, the reason I didn't take the full TP is because we already had enough, right? And we were having enough, and we had 6 wins in a row. That's where we worked on, because as a trader, we need to also check the grid, right? Because sometimes if you take too bigger profit target that you can take, then your win rate might drop. And that's why, because if we can keep a high win rate, that's what we have maintained so far. At the end of the day, we stay as a trader. All of them can stay motivated, right? Because if you see that more wins, the account is growing with risk management, then you don't have to be worried, right? That any losing trade, no losing trade, just win, grow it, gain that belief, right? Gain that confidence as a trader. Then you can slowly modify the strategy. If you need to change, you can change that. Now here is what we can see in this area, that this is an important support level here, a key level of support. And in the support that you can see, the market has made its move back to the upside with one single bounce. And that bounce that you can see after this pretty sharp break to the upside in this market, where the price is heading back to the upside. All right, so now NFP data is contributing to potentially a strong breakout. Non-farm employment change is very, very low as expected. So the forecast was 75K. If you look at the previous one, 73K, and this forecast was 75K, but actual data came out to be 22K. So that has, you can see that DXY has got bearish here. And with this bearish data on DXY, you can see the market is breaking out of the structure here. If you look at the gold here, that you can see in the same way. And as the market is having that trend, if you look at here, you can see from this support level, which is a complete breakout, followed by expecting it to trend back here to this support level. And this is what we are looking at in this market, for the price to potentially drop back to that support level. And if we see the market is, we may see exactly coming to this support again for another pullback, or we might see the market is having a rejection back to the upside here. Well, thank you very much. As you can see, the market is slowly trying to break that low here, and if the price is coming to that support, which we might see, might not see, but any pullback to the level, that's where you want to enter into the trade from this key level. And I think as if you look at the market from the daily, which is from this support level, there has been a stronger breakout. We might see that the market is maintaining this bigger trend here with an all-time high price action that we are looking at in this market. Expecting a potentially break of this low here and coming back here to this support level. There's a doji. The market is now breaking from that level here to this support level. With this doji, the market is coming here, and we can expect it to first drop to that key level, and from that key level we can expect the market to potentially bounce back to create a new higher high in this market. Please explain how you know that always definitely pull back by limit pending order. Very good. That's a very good question, and this is what we are here to explain the education and everything. So basically, if you look at here, it's there is a breakout structure here, and what I think here the market you are looking at in this market. So how do I know that the market will definitely pull back? Well, Everyone can know, right? Everyone in this. By looking at the chart, you can know it. Okay, you can know it by looking at the chart, by looking at the market structure, liquidity, and price action. These are the three secrets in the market that one need master. You see that I don't have any indicator except moving averages that I have. I don't look at anything else. Okay, I just look at the pure price action and the liquidity zone, and the price moves from liquidity to liquidity. If you see the market in a specific liquidity zone, you can see how the market is acting and reacting in those areas. So that's what we are looking at here in this market. If you look at here, you can see this is the 4-hour bullish engulfer after cross of this high. Now, always, as I always mention in the beginning also, patience is key to become better as a trader, right? So patience is key. When you become patient, you started to see the market in a completely different way. So if you look at the market, always keep in mind, guys, patience. When you look at that a bull market, wait for the session low, wait for the market to come back to below the support, below the daily low, right? With not only coming to the daily low, not only coming to the sessions low, but also in a specific way. That's where the secret, right? A specific way. Look for ATR, bigger ATR move to a key level, right? In the direction of the trend, then trade it in the direction of the trend. There are more education. As I mentioned earlier, guys, this is NFP. We are looking for an entry. We had 6 trades, 6 wins, and would like to go for more, but at the same time, patience, as I mentioned earlier. Let the market show its hand. Let the market give you a trade before you jump on a trade. Here's where you can see the market in this area, expecting for the price to possibly break the low here and then to return again in the direction of the trend. Welcome, and here is waiting for an entry. 5-minute chart, you can say after this big move, the market may possibly come back below here. Good day, welcome, thank you. waiting for an entry to see that the market is coming to our level. So this is the 4-hour current candle that you can see. Let me delete those lines, additional lines. So now here is the price completely broken out of the structure in the major direction of the trend, where the market is, this is where there is a pretty sharp, stronger 4-hour bull candle, and where the market is heading back to the upside here. And with this bullish market structure, here is we can see the market is maintaining an uptrending market structure here. And with this uptrend, as this is a 4-hour candlestick pattern, but it's broken completely to the upside, wanting to see the market has dropped for a deeper pullback here, and that's where you can look for an entry. The current level here that you can see is here. This is the support, expecting it to break that low well below before we look for that possible entry in this market. So what has news coming up here? The US employment situation, August 2025. Do you see here? So we see the market in terms of the employment change here, and so unemployment rate 4.3%, forecast was the same. Average hourly earnings also remain constant, but we see non-farm employment change dropped. So now in this area here that we can see on gold, and that's where you can see the market from this support level here made its move back to the upside, expecting it to drop back below further, where potentially once we see the market is coming well below here, below this level, that's where we are looking for that entry opportunity in this market. Just made a best profit yet, but placing smart buy and sell limit before news. Now, before the news, I wouldn't do that, because the spike happens with the news, and as you know, the spike happens with the news. So we don't want to basically, getting a trade where there is a spread widens. That's not our interest is. So we'll not be doing that when the spreads widens. So looking at a market where there is a important support or resistance, where you can enter into the trade based on that. Now, as if you guys look at it, you can see this is 15 minutes closing potentially as a red candle, and you can see there is a long wick here, expecting that the price potentially to break even this low here and possibly we may be able to find an entry once the price managed to drop to this key level here. So we are looking at for a key level in this area on gold. So with a candle close, if you look at the 30 minutes, you can see this is a bullish 30 minutes candlestick pattern. If you look at the 1 hour, we can see that also the bull market crossing 10 and 20 EMA completely back to the upside here. From the 4-hour perspective here, we can see that bullish market structure. Here is the 15 minutes price action where there is a long wick here in this market. We would like to see that pullback, and any pullback here below this level is where possibly we can look for buy entry from well below this level. This is the also the 1 hour level. We can see complete breakout with if you look at here, you can see the market is in an all-time high. So need a pullback, proper pullback. That's where our entry will be once we see the market has managed to break below this support level. Still, I haven't got that right entry area for an entry. We want to see the sessions low that we did in the past for us to get into the trade, which we could see that eventually to come back for another retest. And that's where the entry is. Here is where you can see the market is coming, possibly to retest that support here. And that's what waiting for the market to possibly test that support and then to reject back again to the upside here in this market. You're seeing some break of structure here, and with that break of structure, expecting the market to come back below. So we see the price is maintaining that downtrend here, and that downtrend is, it might even drop well below for another potential retest. So my possible entry area that we can look for if the market managed to break below for deeper pullback here. the market is coming back here for a deeper pullback. So this is what we need to see, a stronger drop here, guys, for this for a deeper pullback. Otherwise we won't be able to find that level that we are looking for possible entry. So this zone that we have drawn is where a very important high area of value. Now this market even could have, which is less likely, but as you can see, this is NFP is more often market mover. So this market even could have potentially a reversal here, right? So if you look at the monthly, you can see it's in an all-time high. It is possible for the market completely to reverse back again with one single rejection. So because of that reason here, what we are looking for here, if you look at the lower time frame, this is structure, how it is reacting here. It still can continue to drop here after multiple liquidity grab like that, and then to trend back below here. So therefore, if you look at here 4 hour, what do we need to see? That the market almost coming to this intraday support level. Okay, so in that intraday support is where we are looking for that entry opportunity in this market. Waiting for a possible break of structure here to the support level. Okay guys, so you see that the market is slowly building that pressure back below here to this potential support level, and that's where looking for possible rejection here back below. If you look at the 4 hour again, guys, we can see this market has broken that upside here, and if this current session's candle, which is still 49 minutes for the time to close, if it is coming below during this time period, we can look for possible bullish entry from this support level. I think there might be a rejection from the high here, and let's wait for the price to show up a possible reaction here. Welcome. Waiting for this market to potentially come back here to this support level, and we can see there is a reaction here, which is the market in that support. Now it's on a consolidation pattern. If you look at the 30 minutes candlestick pattern, that you can see from here a pretty long doji, and with this doji expecting the market to potentially drop to that support here. If you look at the lower time frame, 1 hour candle close, that you can see with a bullish move, and here as this market 10 and 20 EMA both crossed over from each other. We are looking at, with the NFP data, gold has boosted now. If as the weekend the market is coming for, if you look at daily here, you can see that after this daily red candle, this is a sharp breakout at the moment, and it is possible that this daily candle again coming back below for another retest, so, or continuing to break again to the upside. Now if you look at the 15 minutes close, that you can see it's closing as a narrower doji. I think the possibility for a break below also higher. So until we find the market came to that important area of value, we are not still entering into any trade. 3565 we can look for buy. 3565. What I think that if the market drops, if this market drops for a pullback, it might straight come back to 3540 potentially to drop to that level if it drops here. If it doesn't drop, it might even doesn't touch below here. So if the price drop back below this level, which is if the market come back below here, below to this 3572 level, if it come back below in that area, we might see the price to come back to 3550. If the market doesn't drop here, we may see that continuation back here to the upside in this market. Looking at in that area, if you guys look at it, you can see it's consolidating because the market is not trending in that area. So we are waiting for that entry, expecting it to completely come back here to this support level, and that's why the entry. If you look at here, it's slowly trying to break that low. Where you can see the market slowly coming back below to this support level here, expecting it to drop back further to that support, expecting it to trend again in the direction, to the major direction of the trend. That's what we were looking at in this market. There's the key area of support where the market might reject back again to the upside here. Where you can see there is a doji formation here in this area, and with this doji here, the market may possibly to revert again in the direction. So if you look at here, you can see this is the lower time frame price action, where from this support here we can see that bounce, and now it potentially has come back to this support, expecting it to revert again back to the upside here. And if you guys look at it, you can see this is the 30 minutes move, which is potentially forming a doji, and from the 15 minutes also forming a doji here, back to back two dojis in this lower time frame. Now also patience, as I mentioned earlier, guys. In my trading, I wait for the best trade all the time, and that's how trading is. It's boring, it's patience, it needs patience, but there is a reward on the other side, right? There's a reward on the other side. That's what trading is. Arun, welcome for joining the academy, being the part of the academy. So for those who have just joined, I see some members. Please check your email for all the links as well as updates that you can find, and you can find a course access link and everything on your email to get access to that. So where you can see the market slowly trying to show that pattern here in this area. If you look at this is a doji here on the 5 minutes and the 15 minutes chart, and Okay, so you can see there is a possible 15 minutes bearish candle that expecting the gold might potentially, but I think if you look at here, you can see it's consolidating in this area. So you might see that a potential rejection here in this market. So we'll be waiting for a deeper pullback, and then we will be entering into the trade as soon as we see the market has shown that entry opportunity here in this market. So you can see the lower time frame, some kind of consolidation, and at the same time possibly some a bearish move, expecting for deeper pullback here in this market. Now I'll be back here in just a matter of a minute for a short break on the 1 minute, and you can see it's slowly trying to create a price action that is potentially for a deeper pullback. So the market may here, but I think possibly to create a stronger rejection, feeling that long week. We'll be back in a minute. All right, so you can see the market, in fact, here pretty consolidated. If you guys look at it, you can see the market is moving in a sideways in this area. So with this sideways movement that you can see on gold at the moment, as the market moving in a sideways, it's a long-term bull market. If you look at the 4-hour chart here, candle closing, we might see the market possibly to reject in that area. So that being said, if you look at here, you can see the market is maintaining that this is a consolidation, maintaining that series of higher low, expecting the price to possibly to return again to the major direction of the trend. So if you look at also the 15 minutes, this is a very narrow consolidation here in this market. So looking at again a little bigger picture, looking at the daily chart to see where the market potentially be heading, we are doing again another analysis to see where in fact the price is looking at the moment. Can you not put any buy limit? Not yet, because the market, where the price is, guys, you can see this is the 4-hour candle and it's closing in 15 minutes. So with the candle close, we might see that it's coming for a deeper pullback here, and our entry possibly to the session's low here, and that's where the zone that we are looking at possible entry in this market. And in that area, so if we look at the lower time frame, the session's low, which is, if you look at here, you can see inverted head and shoulder, and with this inverted head and shoulder, it's a breakout, expecting the market for a deeper pullback here in this market. So looking at the 15 minutes chart here, what we can see, the market in this area, this is where a support level, expecting it to come back for a deeper drop here in this market, and that is where what we could see the market to potentially drop for here for another retest of this level in this area. So if you look at the 10 EMA and 20 EMA, which is currently completely separated, and which is a sign that it's a strongly uptrend at the moment. Welcome, Samir. Welcome back to that. I'm happy to be here. Patience is the key. Yes, absolutely. You guys have seen we had the previous session on our London session trade, and was an incredible win, right? So for those who are following this week, the whole week we had 6 trades. All right, in the 5 days. How many wins, guys? Can you tell? 6 wins. All right, 6 trades, 6 wins, which is what do you need as a trader? 6 trade, 6 wins. Welcome. It's look like. Yeah, the market currently in a sideways that we can see in this area. Okay, so that sideways market is where you can see the price potentially to be heading back to the upside here. If you look at it, you can see it's from this level where there is a bounce and sideways market. With the sideways market, we might see that a potentially upside here in this market. interesting. Now breaking to the upside, and before the 4-hour close, we see that the market again pushing back in the major direction of the trend. So looking at again the lower time frame before the 4-hour close, you can see there is a complete breakout here. And if we want to enter on the lower time frame here, that's where will be the potential entry in this area. Here's the move that you can see on gold on the 1 minute, expecting to break below to this support level here. And as the 4-hour close coming, this is the 1-hour price action where you can see the market has made its move back to the upside from this support level, which is pretty important area of value. Expecting it to revert again back to the upside, crossing that high. And if you look at the 4-hour here, you can see it's a complete breakout from the 30 minutes perspective from this support level. Complete breakout, expecting the market to potentially trend back here to create a new higher high. So any break of this high here, what we are looking at here in this market for the price to drop to that support level here in this market, which is an important support area on gold now on the lower time frame. So if the price is coming with one single move back below, we need to see the market crossing in a specific way. That's what we're looking at, in a specific way. Okay, that means one single drop is needed. So we saw that with the NFP, the market moved that way. Here it consolidated, and from this consolidation has broken back to the upside, expecting it to break below in that support level here in this market. Here is the bearish rejection here in this area, and if you look at here, you can see it's 1 minute chart. Before the 4-hour close, we might see the pullback in this market from the lower time frame, and that's why looking at that entry on the lower time frame to see. Looking for here in this area, you guys see that there is a complete breakout with a 4-hour bullish impulse in that area, and with this 4-hour bullish impulse, the market has completely crossed above with a complete breakout, and here is what we can see, that this is where from this support level a complete breakout. Now with this pullback, we want to see the market has penetrated well below key level of support before we look for that entry. With the doji, which is currently heading back below here, we might see the market coming to this support. For us, for that entry, guys, we can see that after this breakout, it's consolidation now in a, and from that consolidation still showing that upside. We see the 4-hour closed with almost a big long bull candle. Now if you guys look at, for us to find that entry here in this market, we can see the price has made its move well back above from this support level, and which is still maintaining that uptrend. From the 4-hour perspective here, we can see there is a complete break above from the daily as well. So weekly, last day of trading week, but I think if we see this is a complete bounce to the upside, we might see potentially continuation back to the upside here in this market. And from this support level, we can see that a complete breakout, expecting the market to trend back here to this support and then to possibly return again back to the upside here from that level in this market. So where what we can expect here in this market for this price potentially to what I think that a trend back here to this support level, and where we can, from this support, where we can expect the market to possibly return again back to the upside here in this market. So that being said, if we look at the lower time frame here in this market, so this is the lower time frame price action, expecting for the price to drop in that area to this support level, and from this support level expecting the market to possibly bounce. Now there are a couple of levels that it has created in this move. There's one here, there's one here, and the market may come for now for a deeper pullback or continue to rise here. So with the breakout, as you know that during the news we cannot enter, we need to wait for an entry after that pullback. Now I will be waiting for that market to come down for either to this support level or to this support level before we look for any entry. That's what the patience pays off that we had seen throughout the week. We had this week as well 100% win, which is unbelievable, right? But you guys have seen in this live market every single day, and that's where the patience, guys, that's where the trading is. Because if you get 6 trades, 6 wins, you need nothing, right? That's all you need as a trader. And this is NFP we have spent. And tomorrow, next week, guys, coming up another big trading week tomorrow, coming up NFP, also weekly Forex forecast, as well as the lessons coming here. So this is a very important trading week that we have spent with NFP. And coming week, up next week, as with the progression of the week, expecting more trading opportunities, and as a part of our helping the community to grow from this live session, like in our previous session, as I promised during the NFP, we had quite a few new member came to join us early today to become a part of the trading community through our website. But one member from this session that as NFP will be able to join the community with, so the link will be very soon, just for it will be valid for one lucky member to join. But if you want to join anytime, you can join via the website. It's open now, but for one lucky winner from this session will be created a coupon link now, directly premium Telegram link that I'm going to share with you guys. So be the first to click that link, as The first person will click the link will get expired. So there is only one member will be able to join, get access to everything. Once you are in the premium group, you can get access to the courses, strategies, education. So the link given in the live chat, where you can click that link, and then make sure you subscribe to the channel, also join that. So I'm going to count down from 3 to 0. As soon as I will count down 0, the link will be posted and you can click that link, join. If you see the links that got expired, that means someone else taken, but that's completely fine. You guys will have frequent giveaway, and also if you want ready to take you trading to the next level, to see how I'm trading every single day in this live market, almost winning every trades, how I'm finding those levels, there will be more on our premium Zoom classes as well. So tomorrow coming up, Zoom classes as well as the weekly Forex forecast will be posted tomorrow. Don't miss out that opportunity to grow yourself as a trader, to take your trading to the next level. So I'm going to count down now for the link. 3, 2, 1, 0. Welcome to the academy, and I see one member already have joined. Thank you. That's what it is, guys. We are looking for taking trading to the next level, and if you want to explore more, visit the website. You can find link below this video where you can access everything that we have. That being said, thank you for joining this live session. I'll see you again very soon, trading live together. Until that, stay well, stay happy. We are not, so we haven't got any entry yet. I'm going to look at later, but that's completely fine. We are looking for entry. Early session, we had one trade in London session. This session, I'm still looking for. Still, we haven't got entry yet. Once we get that, we will be on the trade. That's what it is. When there is entry, we will be entering. When there is no entry, the only thing that we can do is wait for that entry to come to us. Patience, keep the profit in your trading account and wait for the entry. If it doesn't come, we will be waiting for the next entry. That's how trading is. I believe that you guys understanding, and be patient on that. Stay connected to the channel and you'll see that how we are winning almost every trade by being patient, by developing the right trading psychology. Thank you, and I'll see you.